Hello and welcome to the CA MCQ series of Drishti IAS, and today we'll start with the previous day question. So the previous day question is: the Trade and Development Report is published annually by which organization? World Bank, International Monetary Fund, United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, World Trade Organization. Coming to the answer part, the answer is C, United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. The Trade and Development Report is published annually by the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. It analyzes current economic trends and major policy issues, international concern, and makes suggestions for addressing these issues at various levels. Hence, option C is the correct one. Coming to the today's first question. Consider the following statement regarding the Pangong Tso Lake. It is a long, narrow, deep, endorheic lake at over 14,000 feet in Ladakh. China and India have around 1/3 and 2/3 of Pangong Tso Lake respectively. It is a tectonic lake formed when India came out of Gondwana and pressed against Asia. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only one, only two, all three, none. The answer is B. Pangong Tso is a long, narrow, deep, endorheic lake at over 14,000 feet in Ladakh in Trans-Himalaya. Hence, statement 1 is correct. India and China have around 1/3 and 2/3 of Pangong Tso Lake respectively. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. The eastern end and Pangong Tso lies in Tibet. It is a tectonic lake formed when India came out of Gondwana land and pressed against Asia to create a Himalayan mountain range while occupying the space that originally was the Tethys Ocean. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Now, coming to the question 2. Consider the following statement. Darbuk Shok Daulat Beg Olido DSDBO road joins Leh to the Karakoram Pass, which divides the Ladakh from China Jiangxing province. Daulat Beg Olide DBO is a plateau at an altitude of over 16,000 feet and used by the Air Force to drop supplies. Which of the above statement are correct? Only one, only two, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. The answer is C, both 1 and 2. Coming to the explanation. The 255-kilometer road from Darbuk traverses at an altitude of 14,000 feet reaches Syok, the last Indian village in the region. This road joins Leh to the Karakoram Pass, which divides Ladakh from China's Xinjiang province. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Between Syok Karakoram Pass lies Daulat Beg Oldi DBO, a plateau at an altitude of over 16,000 feet and the location of an advanced landing ground ALG used by the Air Force to drop supplies. Hence, statement 2 is correct. DBO is India's northernmost corner, which in army parlance is called Sub-Sector North. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Consider the following statement about cloud burst. It occurs when strong upward currents of hot air prevents raindrops from falling, allowing them to grow larger while new smaller drops form below. It frequently occurs in the hilly areas due to the region's complex topography, which facilitates orographic lifting. Which of the above statement are not correct? Only one, only two, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. The answer is D, neither 1 nor 2. Cloudbursts occur when strong upward currents of hot air prevents raindrops from falling, allowing them to grow larger while new smaller drops from below. Hence, statement 1 is correct. This leads to a significant accumulation of water in the atmosphere, which is released abruptly when the upward current weakens. Cloudburst frequently occurs in the hilly and mountainous areas of the Indian subcontinent, largely due to the region's complex topography, which facilitate orographic lifting. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Orographic lifting occurs when air rises, cools as it travels up the windward side of the mountain. This process enhances cloud development rainfall as most air ascends over the mountains, with monsoon dynamics and localized weather patterns further influencing these intense precipitation events. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Leakware, vipers, scarware recently in the news are related to which of the following? Malware and cyber attack threats, ocean based renewable energy installation, satellite communication protocols, autonomous navigation system for electric vehicles. The answer is A. Malware and cyber attack threats. Ransomware, a type of malware, encrypts a victim's data or locks their device, demanding a ransom for the decryption key or to regain access. Subcategories of ransomware include leakware or doxware, steals and threatens to publish sensitive data. Mobile ransomware affects mobile devices, often using screen lockers. Vipers threaten to destroy data, sometimes even if the ransom is paid. Scareware uses fear tactics to coerce payment, sometimes posing as legitimate alerts. Hence, option A is the correct one. Now we'll come to the question 5. Consider the following pairs related to the Integrated Coastal Regulation Zone categories. ICRG category, and here we have features. ICRJ1, areas already developed up to or close to the shoreline. ICRZ1A, areas with significant ecological sensitivities such as mangrove, coral reefs, and national parks. ICRJ2, integral zones between the low tide line and high tide line. How many of the above pairs are correctly matched? Only one, only two, all three, none. And the answer is 1, only 1. The Integrated Coastal Regulation Zone is divided into 4 categories, and the notification imposes restrictions on setting up the expansion of industries or processing plants in the ICRZ. ICRZ categories: ICRZ1, ecologically sensitive areas, including regions between the low tide line and high tide line. Hence, pair 1 is not correctly matched. ICRZ1A, highly sensitive ecological zones such as national parks, marine parks, mangroves, coral reefs, critical habitats. Hence, pair 2 is correctly matched. ICRZ1B, intertidal zones between the LTL and HTL. ICRZ2, areas developed up to the near the shoreline. Hence, pair 3 is not correctly matched. Hence, option A is the correct one. Coming to the next question, consider the following statements regarding Pre-Legislative Constituent Policy 2014. It was formulated by the Committee of Secretaries under the chairmanship of the Cabinet Secretary. The Ministry of Law and Justice keeps records whether other ministries or departments follow the Pre-Legislative Consultation Policy 2014. Which of the statements given above are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. And the answer is A. Pre-Legislative Consultation 2014 was formulated by the Committee of Secretaries under the chairmanship of Cabinet Secretary on 10th January 2014. Hence, statement 1 is correct. So, in this question, we are talking about the Pre-Legislative Consultation Policy 2014. Every ministry or department must follow this policy and implement it. The Ministry of Law and Justice does not keep records of whether other ministries or departments follow the Pre-Legislative Consultation Policy 2014. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Now we'll come to the 7th question. Regarding the Dhara Mustard Hybrid 11 DMH11, consider the following statement. It is an indigenously developed genetically modified variant of herbicide tolerant mustard. It contains alien genes Barnese and Barstar that enable the breeding of high-yielding commercial mustard hybrid. The Genetics Engineering Appraisal Committee GEAC has not approved the environmental release of DMH11. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, none. And the answer is B. Dhara Mustard Hybrid 11 DMH11 is an indigenously developed transgenic mustard. It is a genetically modified variant of herbicide tolerant mustard. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It contains two alien genes, Barnase and Bathstar, isolated from the soil bacterium called Bacillus amylocufaciens that enable breeding in high-yielding commercial mustard hybrids. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The Genetically Engineering Appraisal Committee GEAC has approved the environmental release of Dhara mustard hybrid DMH11, a genetically engineered variant of mustard. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Now we'll come to the question 8. Which of the following statement is not correct regarding passing of the money bill in the state legislature? The Legislative Assembly has more powers than the Legislative Council with regard to a money bill. The governor cannot return the bill for reconsideration of the state legislature. At the most, the Legislative Council can detain or delay a money bill for a period of 30 days. A money bill can be reserved for the consideration of the president by the governor. And the answer is C. The Legislative Council has restricted power with regard to a money bill. It cannot reject or amend a money bill. Thus, the Legislative Assembly has more powers than the Legislative Council with regard to a money bill. The governor may either give his assent, withhold his assent, or reserve the bill for the presidential assent, but cannot return the bill for the reconsideration of the state legislature. At the most, the Legislative Council can detain or delay a money bill for a period of 14 days. A money bill can be reserved for consideration of the president by governor. Hence, option C is correct. So, now we'll come to the question number 9. With reference to Niti Aayog, consider the following statement. It serves in the spirit of cooperative federalism as states are equal partners. It has the powers to allocate funds to states for various development purposes. E-Amrit portal has been developed by Niti Aayog for sensitizing consumers on the benefits of switching to electric vehicles. Which of the statement given above is are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. And the answer is C. Niti Aayog serves in the spirit of cooperative federalism as states are equal partners. It emphasizes the bottom-up approach echoing the spirit of cooperative federalism. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It does not have powers to allocate funds to states for various development purposes which are vested in the Ministry of Finance. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. E-Amrit portal has been developed by Niti Aayog on raising awareness on electric vehicles and sensitizing consumers on the benefits of switching to electric vehicles. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. The term Oslo Peace Accord and the Camp David Accords is sometimes mentioned in the news in the context of the affairs of Cuba, Israel, Ireland, Myanmar, and the answer is B, Israel. The Oslo Accords 1993 were the first direct Palestinian-Israel peace agreement. They were meant to initiate future peace talks with a desired goal of two-state solution. Both sides are pleased to end their decades-long conflict. The Camp David Accords 1978 established a framework for historic peace treaty between Israel and Egypt. It was signed by the US President Jimmy Carter, Egyptian President Anwar Sadat, and Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin. Hence, option B is the correct one. Consider the following statement regarding derivatives. Derivatives are financial contracts whose value is linked to the value of underlying assets. They are used for various purposes including speculation, hedging, getting access to additional assets or markets. Which of the statement given above is are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. So you have to answer this into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.